Oh, what on earth happened? Oh my gosh, my head. It hurts. Awful. What? If I can stand up. Oh. Busy there. Truck here a little bit. Wait. This truck. I'm trying. What? Wait. Where am I at? What? No. No. No way. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? One tree. I got one tree cut, and I guess a branch must have smacked me on the back of my head. I got a heck of a bump back there. Oh my gosh. Busy. Are you telling me the last 7 years been a dream? What time is it? Been out about 7 hours. One tree. I managed to cut down one tree. This is ridiculous. Truck here. So I came down here to Florida. Whole new start. Didn't have any money in my pocket. Apparently I still don't have any money in my pocket. All I had was this truck and a chainsaw. I had logging rights up here in the forest. I was going to make a go of it. Starting from zero. Scratch, fight, tooth and nail. See if we can make a go of it down here in Florida. And this happens? Heck no. I'm out of here. I'm not going to stick around. This is clearly a bad omen. I mean, I had close to $4 million in the bank. I owned the entire county. I had 2 brothers? What? I don't have 2 brothers. My name's not Larry. I certainly don't have 2 brothers named Daryl and Daryl. Oh my God. This is what I get. This is what I get for watching Bob Newhart's show. Like binge watching that show. Like just the other week. Larry and his brother Daryl and Daryl. And then I get hit in the head with a tree. And apparently for the last 7 hours, I've been imagining farming down here in Florida with my brothers, Daryl and Daryl. Oh my gosh. And then this truck. I lost this truck after Hurricane Marjorie came through here. Hurricane Marjorie. As in Marjorie Tyrell. I think I have the name right. Game of Thrones. Again, what I get for binge watching Game of Thrones. Quite frankly, I think it's kind of fitting. Hurricane Marjorie and all. Oh, can't believe it. Let's see. See what this place really looks like. Extremely vivid in my head what this place was like. Apparently I was just not cold out in the woods the whole time. Still winter. Basically the evening of the same day that we started all this out. Seems like such long ago, but apparently it was just this morning. One of my brothers lived here. A horse farm. Well, we got a horse farm here, but we got palm tree. Didn't have palm trees in my dream, that's for sure. Hope these guys don't mind me just pulling one in. What on earth, that house? No, Farrell lived in like a ranch. And I remember one year he was frying a turkey for Thanksgiving, and against better judgment, he goes and burns the house down. And for the last several years, they've been living in a trailer. The rest of this place looks about the same. I don't know. Go check out our place. I lived and had a family, had a wife. I can't believe it. This whole time it's just been me up in that woods, completely unconscious. Holy cow, I see the traffic down here is the same as I imagined it. Kind of dreary. Kind of dreary down here. Farmland. That's where we would get our anhydrous from. Oh wow, look at that house. That is definitely not the house we were living in. That's like a what the? It's a home. Hopefully they won't come out here with a shotgun and well, try to do us in, but other than the house, everything else looks about the same as well, I guess apparently my dream. Remember, we had a whole ton of hay and straw stacked in there. All kinds of New Holland equipment parked in there. $150 or so Holsteins. A whole bunch of sheep in there. And the silage we put away in those towers. I remember having a big heap of trash out here. I guess we at least cleaned the trash up. Here, I wonder if that diner real? Remember? You guys remember? Started out here at the diner. Been our last few dollars and cents. Good old breakfast here. And then we Apparently full-heartedly went off into the woods. Make our fortunes. All I made was a giant lump on my head. Nearly killed myself. Marty's Gas and Grill, yep. And looky there. Semi is still sitting there. He's here this morning. Thank goodness. Stories I could tell these guys. Probably never believe me. Now let's swing down through town. We had built out some. We had a lot going on. We had built out some. Quite an enterprise. And arranged with some Germans to build out a BGA here and start running the BGA in town. Then we started getting into pellets for feed and bedding. This was a massive field of poplar. Well, massive from the stance of how long it takes to do poplar. And I remember we pulled about 100 bales of poplar off of there every year or so. Coming down here to pig farm. The other brother Daryl ran this place, but he lived in town. There wasn't a house down here. There were all kinds of pigs there. Oh my. That trailer, that's the exact trailer my other brother lived in after he burned his house down. Gosh. This is ridiculous. How accurate everything has been in my head, but at the same point, not. I mean, how is that possible? We're coming down here to the Century 21 dealer, or I guess real estate agent. There they are. Did a fair bit of land deals there. Guess I should be closing these gates up behind me, but yeah, the other brother Daryl lived in he lived in a house that was, what was it? I think it was this lot right here. Empty. He had a like a two-story Victorian lived in right there, but empty lot. Oh my, Southern Buffet. I remember this. Daryl would come down here. We'd find him down here. Yeah, the tractor parked here along the fence. in there gorging himself in the buffet. Good old Dollar General. And there was times we'd be out here working in the field, and oh my gosh, you know, you got to go when you got to go. And we'd become hopping across the street there. Good old Dollar General, they always let us use their facilities. Now we're coming into town here, and this place we worked out a deal with to sell compost and our pellets at. And right next door we had cleared this whole area and put in a industrial big old building. Had a factory going on. I mean, big old press. We were just making pellets. Making pellets by the pallet. That place is called Razwood, or that's what I remember it being called. They made a compostable material, and then this was where we had we cleared this whole area there. Had built out this massive biogas plant complex. Brought in a bunch of Germans to run the place. I remember we had signs all over the office building, the main equipment building. In here, it was all in German. Guys we brought in, they didn't know a lick of English. Wow. Alright, well, this is, I can't believe it. Complete and utter failure. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back north. I mean, clearly, I was never meant to make a go of it here in Florida. I'm gonna head on back up north and try to make a go of it up there. So guys, I want to thank you for coming and watching the conclusion of our not quite 10-year career playthrough here on the Emerald Coast. We made it through almost the end of 7 whole years, spanning 2 versions of the game. FS17 is when this map came out, and we started playing it. I think we probably got through maybe 4 years, maybe 3.5 years playing this map before FS19 was released. Will, PCS 101, was gracious enough to convert this map to FS19, and basically once that happened, we picked up the series and ran with it. Pretty much tried to replicate where we were in 17 with our 19 playthrough. We role-played Hurricane Marjorie coming through here and basically wiping out a bunch of buildings and changing some things around, which kind of explained why the farms were a little bit different than they were in the FS17 version. We basically worked our way up, made compost, made fortunes off of our crops, to the point where we had bought all of the land, all of the farmland here on the map. And at that point, it just became a lot of work. But seriously, it just became a lot of work to keep up and keep farms moving along in a reasonable pace for the videos. And at that point, it was just a point to move on. So probably not going to be the last time you're going to see Emerald Coast here on the channel. We are probably going to be coming back from time to time in live streams, doing some work. In total, I've got about 300 hours on the FS17 save, and I have absolutely no idea how many hours I had on the FS17. Gosh, that truck's got money. On the FS17, no idea, but I would say easily we're probably pushing over 600 hours just between the 17 and 19 save games for Emerald Coast. So I want to give mad props out to Darren, who converted this truck over from 17 to 19, or basically found this truck and cleaned it up and got it to the point where it was somewhat respectable and error-free for the conclusion video. A lot of the idea to this conclusion video was his brainchild. Like, what if you just made it like it was all a dream? And at the time, I really wasn't too sure about that. Take a look at that. Florida plates. If he did that, or if that's how it showed up. Probably did that. But, yeah, he had the thought, and at first I was like, yeah, I don't know. And then just mulled it over a little bit, thought about some of the storyline I could do. And, well, he said it was fitting with the Brothers Darrell and the Bob Newhart references, because that's how the Bob Newhart show ended. Or one of the Bob Newhart shows ended when he was basically running an inn in New England. And Larry and the Brothers Darrell played a big role in that TV series. And hope you guys enjoyed it. If you picked up watching this series before, at some point during the run of the series, go back, take a look at the start. This was a start from scratch, or start from scratch was popular. This was a literal start from zero money, just like we have right now. We have no money in our pocketbook. The only thing we had was a chainsaw and a pickup truck. And of course, in FS17, you didn't own land per se, you owned fields. So, we came up here and we just started cutting down trees. Once we had enough money from cutting down trees and hauling the logs, little baby logs over here to the sawmill, we leased a tractor. Leased some forks, some arms, leased a log trailer, and we were cutting bigger logs and hauling more logs down here to the point where then we could buy our first field. And we did contracts, and we scratched tooth and nail until we could own some equipment and basically have our own farm. And it just expanded from there. Point of last video, we were seeding this field right here with canola, and we owned all of the farmland, owned all of these fields, all of the farms. We owned everything. The only thing we didn't bother owning were the trees and the forest. These two plots, we built those out. We didn't borrow any money. We didn't cheat in any money. Pretty much all the money we spent to build out everything was earned on. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And tune in. We will be starting up a new series. I'm not sure if we'll be starting it up first thing next week or not. But we will be starting a new series on a new map. Not going to let you know what that map is quite yet. But I do have the map in mind. Got the starting equipment kind of in mind, or at least the brand of equipment in mind. And a little bit of what we might be doing in the series in mind. And now I basically just have to foil around on the map and kind of flesh it out. So until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.